Flint Technology Services are an employee-owned, service-led business based in Watford. They've been employee-owned for 3 years, just celebrated their 3-year employee-owned anniversary.
We're a leading provider of resourcing and services solutions to the cloud, data and communications market.
As a founder-led business, since their employee ownership transition, they came to realise that in order to move to the next phase of their journey and scale, they wanted to hire a new managing director. We are renowned for our experience in founder-led businesses and also in the employee ownership space.
Being employee-owned means that we've got a duty to our employees, who are our beneficiaries, to make sure that we have the right hire. We have people that tend to stay, and preserving that culture was really, really important.
The process actually started I think it was about 3 months prior to the position actually being briefed. It was really important for Flint to get to know Sectora Group and also to go have some guidance on the process internally from their end as well, and just really work together to build that trust and lay out the process from initial conception right through to delivery. Being an extremely values-led employee-owned business, that cultural piece was the most critical part of any future MD appointment. And of course we wanted to look at the skills and experience and really build out that success profile. What does success look like in 12 months? So we knew that there were going to be 3 pillars to identifying, attracting and selecting prospective candidates. It was going to be candidates through Sectora Group's network, candidates through a really well thought out attraction campaign, and candidates through outreach, through headhunting and utilising the tools that we use at Sectora Group to make approaches.
Jess provided preparatory notes and then feedback after the first stage. Same again, second stage and also the final stage, which is quite impressive and not something that I've really experienced in the past. So I think the care and attention that Jess and Sectora were giving to me as a candidate was surprising, but it was fantastic. It's really unexpected.
So those 3 candidate attraction avenues enabled us to generate over 300 candidates. It was a really, really big process, whittling that down to a manageable long list. Took the team and I, hours to really assess each candidate individually and look at those value alignment and cultural fit, as well as the skills and the competencies. Once we got that down to a really manageable shortlist.
From our point of view, we took that shortlist. We didn't then go through and critique and go, actually, we don't want to see this person, because we had faith in Jess to have gone through such a rigorous process. I think we had over 300 CVs that she reviewed in the end. So that's massive. So to get down to the CVs that she did, we thought these are worthwhile seeing.
We interviewed all of those candidates and we use a tool called Interview, which enables us to really bring those candidates to life through recording a video of the candidate and creating a profile for each candidate, which is accompanied by their CV and also an assessment and a scoring matrix from Sectora Group.
So it was really nice to try and get an insight into, what to expect. You see a CV and, let's be honest, we do our best to glow ourselves up on our CVs, but Jess's summary of this person, what she's observed, and that was really important. But I really, really liked the videos. It was nice to see the individuals beforehand.
And it was a clearly defined process, which was a really good thing. A lot of times you don't really know what the process is going to be, but there was a clearly defined process, there was a clearly defined timescale, and that was quite impressive.
A final candidate was offered the role and we held really tight control over that process, including taking all of the professional references prior to offer. So we ensured that we spoke to a direct boss that the candidate had reported into, so that was a group CEO in this case, as well as a peer. And doing that due diligence is a critical part of the process, and we always encourage our clients to allow us to take those before an offer is extended. Richard was able to start within 6 weeks and is now fully immersing himself in Flint, doing a really well thought out handover with Alan over the next 6 weeks.
I would say in my 30 plus years career so far, the hiring process, I would say it's one of, if not the best process that I've been through. And I highly recommend Jess and the team at Sectora.